This week on Steel Horse Thunder, we stop by the Jeff Bramble ride to celebrate the life of an old friend.
He was an awesome guy. He touched so many people. I was in awe of the number of people who came to his celebration. He loved to ride. He'd been riding since he was 5 or 6 years old.
Then it's 4th of July bike night at Heavy's Bar and Grill. Does it get any better?
Couldn't ask for a better time.
I just show up and look pretty.
Well, you do look pretty.
There is a joke in there somewhere, and I am not going to touch it.
Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
When it's time to ride, we'll keep your mind where it matters most, on the open road. We get it. Ryder Insurance is the only insurance company specifically created for the motorcycle and ATV communities. No one but riders. Our specialized staff is here for you with great coverage options, discounts to help you save, and 24/7 claims reporting if something happens along the way. And with roadside assistance included on all of our policies, we've got your back wherever the road leads. We get it. No worries, just riding.
Family. We know it's important.
That's why our family mission is to protect yours.
If you've been injured in any accident, call us.
The insurance company may not be looking out for your family,
But we are.
Call us. We will get you the compensation you deserve and help you protect the most important thing in your life, your family. Leidendorf Law, your Indiana injury lawyers. Like family, because we are.
Well, Debbie, today is kind of I'm sure emotionally it's a little bit, it's a little high and low, kind of probably going to be a roller coaster ride for you today. Do you want to share any memories of Jeff? Any particular thing come to mind?
There are so many memories. He was an awesome guy. He touched so many people. I was in awe of the number of people who came to his celebration. He loved to ride. He'd been riding since he was 5 or 6 years old, started out on dirt bikes, and finished with a Harley that he dearly loved. He had a wonderful sense of humor, and we're here to celebrate Southside, to draw money for Southside Animal Shelter. This is Romeo, who was his very best buddy in the whole wide world.
So how does it feel, though, to have, you got some fellow bikers coming out, and then you also know that, later on today, going to be back at the clubhouse, there's going to be a lot of people that don't ride that are going to end up back there.
I'm excited that so many people are coming out, bikers, non-bikers. I think we're going to have a good turnout. I think we'll raise a lot of money, and I'm just grateful for everybody coming out and doing what they're doing to help this.
Well, Jeff is definitely missed. I know, when we were filming out in D.C., I got a picture of the Air Force Memorial and sent it to you, and obviously took a little time to say a prayer while I was there. Jeff touched a lot of people's lives. One thing I always say about Jeff is he was larger than life. He was larger than life, and truly, truly missed.
Yes, I think a lot of people miss him. I get daily posts on Facebook and emails and text messages from so many people encouraging me and telling me how much that, the hole he's left in their lives, and how much they miss him. And obviously I miss him too, dearly. And he had such a love of life and enjoyed everything he did.
Well, Debbie, today I'm going to let you get going, and today we are going to do just like we did last year. We're going to celebrate the life. And, I know he was, your husband, my friend. There's so many people that were touched by him, and but today we're going to celebrate the life.
Thank you. I truly appreciate everything everybody's done for this.
Do you have a special memory about Jeff that you'd like to share?
The spring just before, in fact, last spring, a couple months before he was killed, he and I rode down to Nashville, Tennessee together. And probably one of the best memories I have is coming back on 65 in Tennessee. Down there, the road's like glass. And here were these two old guys early in the morning, still mist in the air, just happy, big, stupid grins on our face, riding through the mountains as fast as we could. It was a great time, just a good memory.
That is a good memory for sure. And I was actually thinking this ride here, it would almost be fitting also one year, maybe if it went down to Madison for a Shipley burger.
That was the year the vacuum hose went out on my bike and it was backfiring, and you guys made me ride in the back because my bike was so loud.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, there's memories back there, absolutely.
And I understand there's going to be, quite a few people that don't ride motorcycles, so they're going to meet everybody at the clubhouse.
Yeah, the band starts at 6 o'clock. We have the food, we have drinks, and anything that you want to do. We got kids are welcome. We're friendly.
Good. Now, as Jeff's cousin, I only knew Jeff for about 5 or 6 years, and I already have 1,000 stories I could tell just in those few years. So I can't imagine as a cousin. Do you have a special story or a memory that just kind of stands out?
Well, he was a little bit older. I hung around with the brother Eric. He was older, so he didn't hang around with us that often. But he was a great guy. He would do anything for anyone. So we're doing this benefit because he loved animals, and we're doing it for the Southside Animal Shelter because he loved to go there. He adopted a couple of his dogs from there, and so that's what we're doing this for his memory.
I was fortunate enough to see Jeff every day. The refrigerator at work was real close to my maintenance office, so we got to see each other several times a day, and I was always cutting up about his cologne, and we would just go back and forth about all day long. So you get used to seeing somebody every day, and it was really sad that he's no longer with us, and I wanted to come out and honor him today because he did so much for so many people, and never caught the guy in a bad mood whatsoever. He always made you smile. So I know he's going to be with us today, and hopefully he'll hold the rain off.
He will. And Jeff was such a good guy. He was the life of the party for everybody. Now, I heard a comment in there about you were close to the fridge. Is there anything that has to do with that fridge?
He drank a lot of Diet Coke throughout the day, and I could always hear that it coming open, and then I could expect a bathroom trip about a half hour later. It was all day long, but you put two fat guys by the fridge and you're bound to run into each other.
Jeff was larger than life, and he lived life to the fullest. Take today to celebrate his life. Take today, if you were friends or if you were family, take time today to think back on some of those fond memories. The first time I met Jeff, we were all riding a bunch of golf carts through the woods. Now, of course, everybody had the big lift kits, the knobby tires. Mine was like straight off the golf course. I mean, the slick tires, still low to the ground. And we were going through the woods. Everybody was like, all right, now we're going to come up about 3 of these big mud bogs and everything else. You won't be able to go through it in your golf cart, but there's a path going around it, so don't worry about it. So we're all, tearing down the woods, and we got to them. Of course, I go straight into it. I make it through. We get to the next one. I go straight through it. I made it through all 3 of them that they said couldn't be done. And when we got through that 3rd one, and it was a close call, but we made it through, Jeff was one of the first ones to come up to me. Everybody stopped to kind of have a smoke break or whatever, and he come walking up to me, and he just had that Miller Lite in one hand and that grin on his face, and it's like, brother, you and I are gonna get along just fine. Everybody told you couldn't do it. You proved them all wrong. That's what I'm looking for right there. And then, after that, he ended up getting me some knobby tires for the golf cart and everything else. That's just the way Jeff was, and that was my introduction to Jeff Bramble. And anybody else that has memories like that, man, think about them today while you're riding. Pay attention while you're riding, but I mean, just think about that. When I was in DC just a couple weeks ago, we were filming down there. I got a chance to go by the Air Force Memorial and stuff, and take a picture and just said a little prayer while I was there. And it's just, Jeff, I only knew Jeff 5 or 6 years, and had a major impact in my life.
Bad things happen to good people. That's the difficult part of our job. Our firm works with great people during very tough times. Because of that, your compensation is our first priority. No one can prepare for the aftermath of an accident, but the insurance company is prepared to give you the bare minimum. That's why you need legal guidance, to give you a voice and get you the money you deserve. Leidendorf Law, your Indiana injury lawyers. Like family, because we are.
Hey, we got a brand new sponsor on board with Steel Horse Thunder. You've heard of Renegade Classics? Well, we now have one here in Indianapolis. I'm here with Vince, the owner of the shop. Vince, what can people find here when they come in?
Well, we want to try to fill all your biker needs at outlet prices. We've got t-shirts, leathers, 26 different kinds of jackets and vests for men's and women's. We have a very large ladies section we're very proud of, plus our bargain t-shirts, Dickie Works shirts, rain gear, accessories for your motorcycle, hopefully everything you need.
Right on. And what do we have to, I know you got some more stuff coming in. You guys are just opening up, so.
I do.
What else you got coming in?
We hope to have a very large selection of karaoke gear here for you to pick up and not have to wait and order. I want everything to be on demand, no waiting. We've got a large selection of boots, and that's still growing. Our helmet section, I'm pretty proud of, but we have more vendors coming in on that too, so.
Hey, they got everything you need here. They have ample motorcycle parking, and they have a seamstress on board to do all your custom embroidery or whatever else you need for your leather. Vince, where can we find you?
We're at 9546 Allisonville Road on the southwest corner of 96 and Allisonville, right next to Kip's Pub.
Tell them Steel Horse sent you.
So Rhonda, this is a beautiful bike. Tell me about it.
It's my new 2014 Sportster.
New?
It is.
So when'd you get it?
January.
The first of the year.
23rd.
So what did you say it was?
2014 Sportster.
And how long have you been riding?
This year.
Oh, this is your first year.
First year, yeah.
So did you go through the ABAPE course?
I did. You did? Yeah.
So what did you think of it?
I hated it.
I liked it.
I didn't like my instructor. He was a butthead.
So what did he do?
He yelled at me.
Well, what did you do?
I yelled at him back.
What did you do to get yelled at?
He said it was following too close, which was bull.
You weren't following too close. No.
That's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Why would I do that?
So, Rhonda, do you have any plans to ride, like, out of state, on big rides?
We might be going to North Carolina soon.
Where are you going in North Carolina?
My friend lives down there, Myrtle Beach.
Well, that will be a nice ride, and there's some nice roads to go to Myrtle Beach on.
Thanks.
So, is there anything else that, is there anything you want to do to your bike?
Not pretty much nothing else. I'm already done with it.
No new stuff on here or nothing?
No, I'm pretty much happy with it.
That's awesome, because it is a nice bike, and you said it was a Sportster, 2015. What is that color?
It's hard candy orange.
Is hard candy orange? Like not red apple,
Right.
but candy orange.
That's hard candy orange, but it looks red and gold to me. I don't know.
It does. It's a pretty bike, though. Rhonda, you said you had a commemorative plate on your bike. Can you tell me what that's about?
My sister committed suicide December the 14th, 2013. She died on the 6th of January 2014. I went out and bought my bike on the 23rd in honor of her so she can have her knees in the breeze. That's my whole lesson for learning, so she can ride.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is.
That's why I bought my bike.
Well, that is a good reason to buy it, and I'm so sorry for your loss.
She didn't want to be here. She didn't want to be here no more, you know what I mean? So, I take her with me everywhere I go.
That's awesome.
Right.
I think that's really cool, and I'm so glad that you did that in memory of your sister.
Right, I love her still. She knows I do. Yeah. Till the end.
Some people say true beauty comes from within. At Crambo's, we think beauty can be inside and out. Along with the best paint and bodywork in the state, Crambo's also offers all Harley motorcycle service work, from tune-ups to rebuilds, so make sure your bike looks as good as it runs and bring it on in to the only shop that treats your bike as good as we treat our own. Crambo's. We'll get you noticed.
Hey, it's the second annual Patriotic Bike Night here at Heavy's Bar and Grill. Why don't we go talk to some people, find out what's on their mind?
USA! 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 USA!
All right, man, I noticed your beard. It's looking pretty good. You got off the bike. What is your secret to having your beard look that well groomed?
It's a product called Bluebeard.
Where do you find this?
You can go on Facebook and punch in on your search, and it's a great product. They've been the beard competition sponsor for the last 5 years, and if it tames this thick mop down, it'll tame anyone down.
Yeah. Well, I just noticed it was so well groomed. I thought, my gosh, what is your secret? Because mine doesn't look so well groomed all the time, you know. Fortunately for me, I got Cindy to keep me halfway looking decent.
My wife, she's tried to make it look like yours, and mine's a little thicker, and it's a little tougher to get in them tight braids. But maybe by next year we can get her down a little bit longer, and hopefully Bluebeard helps it grow too.
Well, you know, fortunately for me, my hair's thinning on my chin just like it is on my head, so I guess I'm a well-balanced person.
Yeah, I'm glad mine's growing here because my head's pretty thin, so I'm glad it's growing somewhere still.
I always wondered why older people start growing these beards. Then I realized, all right, well, I can't grow it on my head anymore. I might as well grow it on my beard. Yeah, I get it good in my ears too. You know.
Right. You got to get that little nose trimmer and ear trimmer. Yeah, that works well. It grows at places you don't want it to, right?
All right, Carla, you're putting on a ride. Tell me about your ride.
The ride is in honor of my mother, Anna Rhodes. She had a kidney transplant last June the 25th. My sister Diana is who donated the kidney to my mom. So we are doing an organ donor awareness bike ride to raise awareness for how important it is to donate an organ, even from a live donor. Don't wait until someone has passed on. You could be a live donor and donate and save a life.
Pretty amazing. Mike's here, and he is so patriotic. I love his boots. And you said that Anna is his grandmother?
Yes, his grandmother. Michael has multiple medical conditions himself, and my mom, Anna, has always been there to support Michael and support us and help us, and now it's our turn to give back and help out with her cause as much as we can.
There's always one in the crowd. One of these things is not like the other. Who's the one that pulled their bike in wrong? All right, now I understand Heavy's Bar and Grill. You got to be 21 or older to be able to be part of this. I almost feel bad for you guys having to stand on the other side of the road.
But that's okay. We still get to see the nice bikes.
So did she ride here on the bike with you?
Sure, she rode in the Jeep with me.
Do you guys come out to bike night on a regular basis?
No, not really. No.
What made you come out tonight?
He was here.
Do you come out here on a regular basis?
You know I do.
So, Jody, what brings you out here to bike night tonight?
To meet all these nice, great people. I love the bikers. They're wonderful people.
And you're all patriotic. I love your shorts.
Well, absolutely. It's all about the American 4th of July. Let's celebrate.
What's the wobble?
I dance.
Well, how do you do it?
We got about 5 more minutes. Then we'll close the registration.
You go back, front,
Patriotic
then back,
Show. If you'd like to register,
you do
your
this.
friends, come on over to the Steel Horse Thunder table. We'll get you registered and taken care of. And we also have the patriotic.
1, 2, 3.
Got it.
How you like it?
I don't think I could do it again.
Jenna, I see you guys are going to be doing the second annual safety awareness ride. We were lucky enough to be out there last year for the very first one, and it was an amazing turnout. For a first time, we were shocked. It was, and the fact that you guys had the dump trucks, you had all the cement trucks, all the construction people out there. It was really cool. So what do we got in store for this year?
It was so exciting last year. We were surprised too. And this year we're going to do the other ride. We start at Southside Harley-Davidson on August 2nd. Kickstand's up at 11 o'clock. We're going to take a little ride around 465 and end up on the north side up in Noblesville at the Moose Lodge. Once we get there, there's going to be a car show. We've got food trucks. We've got bands going to be up there. We have this beautiful Harley-Davidson motorcycle that we bought from Southside Harley last year, and we're raffling it off to raise money. And we're looking for an even bigger turnout than we got last year.
So you guys both entered into the attire contest. Why are you 2 and he's 4? Did you come together?
Oh yeah, at least we'll have to leave together.
Well, I sure hope so if you came together. So which one of you is going to win?
Her.
You think? You are. I bought the shirt. So if you bought the shirt, you better win, right? Now. Okay, Harold. So what are you going to do to defend your cup?
Obviously not much. I'm wearing the same thing I wore last year, so I should have stepped it up a notch, I think.
Yeah, well, maybe you could have wore some, I don't know, red, white, and blue shorts.
Well, I bought some, but they were too small.
Well, maybe you should lose some weight.
Maybe. That's a great idea.
No, it's not. You look fine just the way you are.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Hey, I couldn't help but notice you got some pretty cool tattoos going on here. We're doing a tattoo contest. Are you in the contest for tonight?
Not yet, but I will be, so.
Well, as soon as we're done with this interview, you need to go get signed up, okay?
Yes.
So, what kind of meaning do these tattoos have for you?
Well, this one right here is Dreamcatcher. It has my niece's name on her. Her name's Tressa. She's 3. She's like my whole entire world, so I got it for her. She took like all the bad stuff out of my life when she was born, so this pretty much represents her. Then I have all these music notes. I played the flute for 4 years, so I'm really into music, and I mean, it helps you get out of any bad spot in your life pretty much, so it's just a reminder of when I used to play music and how good I was at it and what it brought to my life for me, so.
Right on. See, that's why I like to ask people about tattoos, because they always have some special meaning, you know what I mean? What about, is this an owl up here?
Yes, it is. It's actually supposed to be me and her best friend tattoos, but she's actually pregnant now, so she can't get it. So the wings are actually supposed to touch on the shoulders. It's kind of just a best friend symbolized tattoo. It didn't really have too much meaning behind it, but she's my best friend. So. Yeah, we just like owls. Are cute, so.
Sure, owls are cute. Well, are you going to have the baby tattooed? No tattoos for the baby?
No, not till they're old enough.
Now, do you have any tattoos right now?
I have one on my wrist. It says Mom. My mom has coronary artery disease, so she was really sick, and it was my first tattoo, and I asked her if I could get a tattoo, and she said, yeah, where? And I told her something small on my wrist. And I told her I was going to get my name, and then I got Mom for her, so.
So, Jim, what brought you guys out to bike night tonight?
Oh, we came to eat, but we saw the beautiful bikes out here and had to stop and look.
They are beautiful bikes out here.
Yeah,
and I noticed that you're patriotic. Tell me about what happened to your arm.
Well, 32 years ago while I was in the Navy, I found an explosive on a beach, and it went off, and here I am. Happy to be here.
Very happy to be here.
Yeah, very, very.
So, why is it in the flag on there? Is that something that you just wanted, or is it something that you did?
Yeah, I had a choice of anything I wanted, and they told me if I just go out and pick out a fabric. And for the first time in my life, I went shopping at Joann Fabrics, and I found these flags, and I thought it looked really cool, kind of old-fashioned, kind of patriotic.
Okay, and you told me about a motorcycle trip, and this isn't your first prosthetic, right?
No, I've had this in about 6 months, and my first one I had a few of them, but it was the old-fashioned hook, and I got out of the Navy and went to a party, and a buddy had his brand new bike, and he said, "Hey, look at my brand new bike. You want to ride it?" I said, "Absolutely." So I jumped on and took off down to the dead-end road and got my hook caught in the cable, and I got to the end of the dead end at full throttle.
And I bet you dumped the bike, right?
Yeah. The mirrors were broken off, and he wasn't too happy with me, but that's the last time I've ridden.
You know, but you said you had a hook and now you have a hand, and I think this hand's pretty cool because you were showing me all the different things that it'll do. And I don't see a lot of people with prosthetics, so I was kind of, amazed at what it can do. You said you can drive and you can do all kinds of things with it, right?
Yeah, I've got two sensors, one here and one here, and I can flex my wrist, even though my wrist isn't there anymore, the muscles, but I can pulse them in certain ways to do certain things. So that I use for driving or hitchhiking. And then I go 1, 2, wait a minute. Being uncooperative. I'm still kind of new to it. There we go, so I can pick up like that. And there I can poke on my phone. Yeah, a few different things, but I've got an iPod with it that I can pick whatever grips I want, so it's kind of cool.
Have you noticed anything different between your bike and everybody else's out here?
No. Oh, yeah. I'm faced this way.
If we were doing an interview with you right now, your face would be on camera.
Oh, my bad. Well, my back is, right?
Didn't know if you understood, I can see where you'd get confused.
Well, I was heard it's easier backing in or backing out than it is going in, so I'm going to back out.
There is a joke in there somewhere, and I am not going to touch it. Let me start off with patriotic attire. Now, I don't see him out here right now. Well, now I do. All right. Harold Collum, Shaggy, wins the attire. Come on up here, man. Patriotic Ink. This is for the tattoo. The name I have written down here is Dan Barton. This year's winner on the patriotic bike, once again, Sammy Allen. Woo! Another successful 4th of July celebration here at Heavy's Barn Grill on Thursday Night Bike Night. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July. And remember, it's not what you ride,
It's that you ride.
Still Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
Are you ready? Hey, we're up in Canby, Indiana. This is the intro to the 4th of July Bike Night.
Cut the B-roll.
No, actually, it's not in honor of, because, yes, not in... Okay, cut that.
Here, leave you speechless sometimes, doesn't it? Not what you ride.
It's that you ride.
Going on. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July.
One more. Yeah.